Most stories start with a fundamental disadvantage. They're written by writers. Writers are the last people one should entrust with the writing of a story. They are prone to poetic paragraphs evoking the passage of the seasons. Egocentricity, procrastination, irrationality, hysteria, self-pity, self-delusion, pretension, prolixity, alcoholism. These are handicaps in most professions. For writers, they're qualifications. It's the egocentricity that's the worst offence. A writer experiences panic when trying to convey simple information. The dentist unlocked the door of her surgery and went inside. A writer would spit on such a sentence. What can a writer write about the dentist, the lock, the door, and the surgery that will draw attention to the writer's extraordinary, in his or her view, talent? All we want is for the dentist to enter the surgery and get on with the bloody story. Fear not, I am not a writer, I am a barrister, and shall write like a barrister, dedicating myself to the ruthless pursuit of clarity. When Mr. Justice Ableman passed sentence on me, he said,
"It is nothing short of a tragedy that a person of your distinguished provenance has destroyed years of scholarship and attainment with one egregious act."
That was not a banishment. On the contrary. Would Mr. Justice Ableman have used the words egregious and provenance when addressing a pop star embarrassed with drugs? No. Mr. Justice Ableman was talking to one of his own. It was a recognition of my continued membership of the Freemasonry of the Bar. These days, everyone who has some explaining to do has an and. My name's Myra, and I'm an alcoholic. Very well, then. My name's Robert, and I'm short.
A Short Gentleman by Jon Canter. Episode 1.
Our London home was just off Kensington Church Street, but most weekends and every summer we motor to our house in Aldborough on the Suffolk coast. And once a year my parents invite the local tradesmen of Aldborough for a drink.
Please, call me Michael.
Yes, your worship.
My father was Lord Justice Purcell.
Offer Mrs. Martin the crisps, Robert.
Oh, I've run out.
Then go and get some more.
Yes, Father.
My mother was the daughter of the Lord Lieutenant of Gloucestershire. Her duty at the party is to sit with Granny P in the kitchen, keeping her away from the guests.
Do you know what the doctor wants to do with me now?
Are there any more
He
crisps?
wants to send me to a psychiatrist.
Oh, shut your cake, old Ma. On the side there. There, Robert, there.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what a psychiatrist is, Robert?
Yes, Granny.
A nosy Jew.
We're waiting for the crisps, Robert.
Having handed round the second bowl of crisps, and knowing that the grown-ups are all otherwise engaged, I sneak into my father's study. My father's study is out of bounds, and as I enter it I feel the might of the law. I am in the presence of a great power. I gaze at the tomes on his shelves, in search of a book with a red spine. Who's Who, 1964. I have to stand on a chair to reach it.
Yes?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
I pick up the chair and the book. I turn its pages until I find my father.
Oval. Purcell, Michael Herbert, a circuit judge. Bar, 3rd July, 1919. Sir of late Robert Arthur Purcell. Edduck, Winchester and Christ Church, Oxford.
Then I replace the book, go to my bedroom, and write this.
Purcell, Robert Timothy. Bar, 28th of March, 1956. Sir of Michael Herbert Purcell, QC. Edduck, Winchester and Christ Church, Oxford.
That's right. Aged 8, I write an imaginary Who's Who entry, stating which school and Oxford College I will attend. I am not being whimsical. These are logical deductions given my pedigree and aptitudes. My life at this age, and long afterwards, is governed by certainties. That night I lie awake. My elbow's hurting from where I fell off the chair, and I don't want to fall asleep before my mother comes to say good night. But she comes so late that when she says good night, she wakes me up.
Little man, you asleep?
Almost. I've got something to tell you.
Yes?
I went into Father's study. I knocked over a chair.
I see.
What will my punishment be?
Forget it.
But
Go to sleep, little man.
I am outraged by my mother's unconcern. That is why, many years later, it was I who reported my crime. I felt a legal, moral, and administrative obligation to confess my wrongdoing. It is in Aldborough that I learned to ride a bike, sail, play tennis, and swim. My partners in fun are the younger generations of these families: the Holts, the Thodays, the Moxon-Smiths, the Cattos, the Hamilton Woods. The largest and most vicious of my Aldborough contemporaries is Pilkington. Do not tell me that my childhood was unhappy because Pilkington punched me. Pilkington punches everyone. He punches Martin Thoday. He punches Stephen Catto. Once he punches Damien Hawes and Jeremy Hamilton Wood simultaneously when they are standing side by side with a double-fisted jab I've never seen elsewhere, not even in a film. Had I not been punched by Pilkington, I'd have been unhappy. On this occasion, I put a cold flannel on my nose and tried to avoid my parents until bedtime.
Come in.
Oh. Pilkington? Did you hit him back?
No.
Why not?
He's bigger than me.
Nonsense. You must hit back, little man. Hitler was short.
I promise.
That's more like it. Hey, there's a bit of ice cream left if you want it.
No, thank you. I brushed my teeth.
Right. I'll have it.
I go to bed. I switch off my bedside light. This, it seems, is the cue for my father to enter.
You're a boy of limited height at the moment. But you've got unlimited intelligence. Now, men of violence and stupidity are always discontented, whereas men of superior intelligence always have their thoughts to keep them happy. I'd rather you were a short gentleman than a large lout, no matter how rich or successful.
This is a prophetic remark, as Pilkington will grow up to become head of alternative asset management at a bank whose name escapes me.
Disputes must be solved by word, not deed. That's why law exists.
I want to be a judge. Like you.
Oh, that's good. Now, by the way, Robert, psychiatrists aren't nosy Jews. They are professional men.
Right.
The Jews and Negroes are as welcome in this house as anyone else.
Good. Were there any Jews at the drinks party?
The point is not how many Jews were invited. The point is, had there been any Jews, they'd have been as welcome to our drinks as anyone else. Yeah, well. Good night, then.
Good night.
Least said, soonest mended.
These days, of course, it's the opposite. Most said, soonest mended. For instance, it is inconceivable in the 21st century that Edward Heath could be Prime Minister. A modern Heathosexual would not be granted the keys to number 10, not without a Mrs. Heath to stand by him on the threshold. Could Mr. Heath have a Mr. Heath? Undoubtedly. But boyfriend Heath, civil partner Heath, would be obliged to spill a few well-chosen beans. Ted's unmatching buttocks, perhaps. Ted's cries in the night. Ted's flossing obsession. This is what has happened in the course of my life. Things that were public are privatised, things that were private are publicised. Hence this confession. I leave Oxford with a first-class degree and the Hart Chambers Prize for the best paper on company law in the final honour school of jurisprudence. I also leave Oxford unknown to woman. However, I feel it is time to find a wife, and girls, those future wives, expect sexual experience. Even jolly girls, conservative girls, girls with pearls. One Friday night in July 1979, aged 23, a barrister of 1 year's call, I sit on a sea wall in Aldborough at the back of the Cross Keys pub with Pilkington.
I took Ticky Moxon-Smith out for a drink to cheer her up.
Pilkington is already something in the city. He's too thick to do anything else.
Went to a restaurant on the King's Road, got totally bladdered.
One doesn't know what the something is.
She needed cheering up, know what I mean? So I gave her a good cheering up.
Are you going to see her again?
I don't know.
Pilkington stares out to sea, as if the sea contains more girls.
Plenty more fish in the sea.
He isn't going to see her again, I can tell. Ticky Moxon-Smith is surprised to hear from me.
Robert?
She doesn't, however, object to meeting me.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe a restaurant on the King's Road.
Okay.
This is a good start. The King's Road is where she got bladdered with Pilkington prior to sexual intercourse. I've already achieved the King's Road. Now I only have to negotiate the bladdering and the intercourse.
This is great. Let's get totally bladdered.
What?
Let's get totally bladdered.
Yes.
Christ, you can't hear a thing in here.
No. Terrible.
This is disingenuous. I've chosen the restaurant with loud music to prevent conversation and aid eating. The meal is an overture to sex, and overtures should be short.
Let's get the bill. Coffee at mine.
Right.
We sit on her sofa.
Why do men tell you they love you and then go off with someone with bigger tits and never phone?
Not all men do.
Oh, you can speak, can you?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Why did you ring me up? You've shown no interest in me at all. You haven't asked me a question all night. What's the point of asking me out to dinner if you're not going to talk to me? Did you do it for a bet?
No.
Why are you here, then?
This is it. I am a barrister on a sofa with a girl. I cannot pretend to be a charming seducer. I can't be something I'm not. I will be myself. That is what integrity means. I will therefore address Ticky as a judge, with respect, but without ingratiation. I will give her my best point.
I want to have sex. With you.
Ticky, unfortunately, spots the pause. But any young barrister will have moments like this.
You've picked on me. My neighbour's in. Why don't you ask her? God, you're a weird little man.
Please note this is not a no. I take off my glasses.
Does Chris Pilkington know you're here?
No.
I suppose you don't know anything about foreplay.
I bow to your superior knowledge.
And so it is that sometime around 11 p.m. on Friday the 20th of July, 1979, I have sexual intercourse, which involves Ticky in a great deal of work, which I need not detail here. In the morning, she makes me coffee and toast.
You know this won't happen again.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just as I intended. I went to Ticky Moxon-Smith to lose my virginity. One can't lose one's virginity twice.
I'm going to Waitrose now. Do you mind? I want to get there before the crowds.
Absolutely.
You don't have to leave. Relax. Finish your toast.
I am obliged to remain when she leaves to show her I am relaxed about the toast.
Bye.
Bye.
I pour my coffee down the sink, put the toast in the bin, count to 100, and walk out. My mission has been accomplished. I have passed another exam. What exam have I yet failed? A fortnight later, I am in Aldborough for the weekend with my parents. I take Duncan, my parents' West Highland Terrier, for a walk along the track to the yacht club.
Pilkington?
Don't ever go near Ticky again!
In the Cross Keys, I seek an explanation from Boo Risdon.
That was why she slept with you, you plonker, so that you tell Pilkers.
Why did she want me to tell him? She's already slept with him.
Oh, no, she hasn't.
They got bladdered on the King's Road.
That's all. Nothing happened. She wasn't sure he was interested. You were supposed to goad him into action.
I cannot be held responsible for the labyrinthine consequences imposed upon my actions by others.
Oh, shut up.
A year later, Ticky and Pilkington are married. In irrational moments, I think of myself as somehow responsible and wonder if I should have done with Ticky what Edward Heath would have done, which is to say, nothing at all. Thankfully, I have few irrational moments. 4 years later, a grateful client invites me to the 1983 Record Industry Awards at the Grosvenor House Hotel in Mayfair. I have no interest in going, but feel it impolite to refuse.
We come to the award for the best award.
The invitation says black tie, which pleases me. Regrettably, I am the only man at my table dressed in black tie. There is a red frock coat and a snakeskin jacket. 2 seats away, a man with a wedding ring sports a dress. In his defence, the dress is full-length sky-blue chiffon, thoroughly appropriate for the occasion. On my other side, a woman is smiling at me.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Judy. Judy Page. I've been watching you. You're the cleverest man in the room.
Thank you, but you haven't met all the men in the room.
I don't need to. What brings you here?
On behalf of the group Madagascar Sam, Diamond Bay Records sued the group Madagascar Sam We Are Not for identity theft and passing off. I appeared for Madagascar Sam.
Oh. Who won?
I did.
See, I'm never wrong about people.
I have to go home now.
Right, I'll come with you.
Why did she say that? I cannot understand why Judy Page said that. A minute later, she and I are in a taxi, heading for my flat in Canonbury. With Ticky Moxon-Smith, I had a purpose. With Judy Page, I have none.
Oh.
When she puts her hand on my knee, I feel that somehow my knee is under attack.
I like the law. I've always wanted to meet a judge. Could you introduce me to one?
My father is a High Court judge. You can meet my father.
That's wonderful.
Then she looks down at my trousers and lowers her head. I know at once that Judy Page has lost a contact lens. I keep perfectly still.
Can you see it?
I carry on believing she is searching for a contact lens for as long as I can.
Was it Canonbury Park North, sir, or Canonbury Park South? Sir, there's 2 of them. You see, there's Canonbury Park North, and there's
Canonbury Terrace.
Thanks, love.
A week later, we are buying a rug from the Conran shop.
You need a rug.
Do I?
Yes. You need a rug in front of the fireplace in the sitting room.
You'll get so much pleasure from this, sir.
We will. Oh, look at this kiln! Wouldn't that look fantastic in the attic?
I haven't got an attic.
No, but I have.
Half an hour later, we are buying a dress from Liberty's.
Ta-da! I could wear this to the drinks party at your chambers. Do you think it's too short?
Well...
Why? Don't you think you can be serious and sexy? Why are English women so weird about being sexy? Why can't they be like French women? What do you think?
At this point, a writer might describe how Judy Page looks in the dress. They'd do this to bring Judy Page to life. But I'm not a writer. I'm here to confess. Let me confess, then, my reluctance to bring Judy Page to life. I wish for the opposite. Not to bring her to her death, for that would be illegal, but to render her obscure, opaque, and a long, long way away. I fear for Judy Page as I wait for her in a wine bar prior to the drinks in chambers. She lacks education, and her dress is too short. But my mood alters within minutes of our arrival at the party.
You lucky bugger. What's a girl with legs like that doing with a boring sod like you?
Hello, Alan.
I loathe Alan Temperley, and he loathes me. Alan Temperley came fourth in our bar finals of 1979. To give you an idea of what that means, I came third.
What was that little slapper found under?
Alan says she's had a hard life.
I'm sure that dress is making it easier. Did you bring a lady friend, Robert? I'd like to look at her dress.
I can't see her.
This is true, because at that moment Alan Temperley is blocking my view of Judy. Judy is keen to make up for her lack of education. I introduce her to Bach. She says that the music speaks to her, and that's why on Sunday mornings Judy Page hoovers my flat, naked, to Bach's cello suites, in either the Casals or Rostropovich versions, both of which I own. Does this need to be done?
Absolutely.
She shows me the areas my cleaner had neglected.
Under the table, behind the hi-fi.
To watch her nakedly vacuuming is to witness the changes she's wrought in my life. The rug is new, Judy Page is new. Nudity is new.
Shouldn't I close the curtains?
Oh, let them look if they want to. If they've got nothing better to do.
On the balcony of the council flats opposite sits Theo, the Cypriot who runs the mini-market round the corner. He has taken to sitting on his balcony every Sunday morning. I wave, but he never waves back. Then, one Sunday, Theo is no longer there. I hear Theo's son telling a customer that Theo has died of pneumonia. Has Judy Page killed him? No, that is far-fetched, or as we say in the law, too remote. What one can say is that she provoked the circumstances in which Theo's death was facilitated. She killed Theo in the same way she later killed my father. But as a lawyer, I accuse her of nothing.
This is my father. Welcome to Albury.
How do you do?
My mother.
Would you like a drink?
Yes, thank you. I brought you these.
Look at her chocolates. You shouldn't have.
While my mother serves, Judy Page engages my father in conversation.
Is it lonely, being a judge? Have you ever regretted a guilty verdict?
Well, it is the jury that brings in the verdict.
Ashtray.
Oh, I'll get it.
Got a smashing pair of legs.
Thank you.
I bet you have trouble keeping them shut.
Delicious crumble, Mother.
Did you play bridge, Judy? We usually play bridge after supper.
Oh, perhaps Lady Purcell would prefer to play strip poker.
That wouldn't be equitable, would it? I have shirt, tie, vest, underpants, trousers, socks and shoes. You're not even wearing a tie. Would you like coffee?
Who is it?
It's us. Can we come in?
This is extraordinary.
Yes, come in.
Both my parents are in the bathroom with me. When I was a boy, there was no parenting. There were parents, but it was not their job to hang around the bathroom having a relationship with you by spending quality time. Why would they want to spend time with you? You were a child. Your mother would inquire from a different floor whether you'd brushed your teeth. Your father wouldn't ask, he was reading the paper. For more than half the year, of course, you were at boarding school. He was reading his paper 150 miles from your bath.
You've made a mistake, little man.
But if I might...
Your mother's referring to the young lady.
The main thing with mistakes is not to marry them. You may think that sex is important now, but believe me, your father and I haven't bothered with that nonsense in years.
Well, anyway...
We were hoping you could find someone who could play bridge.
She's common. It's not your fault.
She takes great pride in her appearance.
That's because she's a tart.
I wonder if... I think we've said enough.
I can't betray my parents, my breeding, and the spirit of Aldborough. I don't want to see Judy again. I will not confront her or abuse her. I will do what any gentleman would do. Withdraw.
Robert!
I don't answer. I hide behind my new sofa.
I know you're in there.
Already I hate it for its newness. Sofas are meant to be old.
I know you're there, Robert. Your lights are on.
I get up and switch out the lights.
You can hear me through it?
How dare you not return my calls?
Not returning your calls is an act of omission. Acts of omission don't require daring. Climbing Everest takes daring. Omitting to climb Everest takes no daring at all.
You'll regret this.
Barristers deal in hindsight. What's done is done. No barristers consulted before the crime. I'm considering robbing a bank, Mr. Purcell. How can I ensure that, if I'm caught, I receive the minimum sentence? Would being high on a cocktail of drugs work for or against me? What about a voice? As I walk into the bank, should I hear a voice? If so, whose voice should I hear? My late mother's? Jesus Christ's? What about Sir David Attenborough's? Since my conviction, I am no longer a practising barrister. That doesn't mean I'm no longer a barrister. Sebastian Coe will always be an athlete, though no one expects him in middle age to run to the House of Lords. Nevertheless, the point is well taken. I shall avoid hindsight. On we go, then, all the way, without the benefit of hindsight, to the night of my crime.
A Short Gentleman was adapted by Robin Brooks and starred Hugh Bonneville as Robert Purcell. Father was James Hayes, mother Nichola McAuliffe, young Robert, Joseph Lindsay, Ticky, Katherine Jakeways, Pilkington, Ewan Bailey, Boo, Adjua Ando, Judy Page, Tracy Wiles, and Alan Gerard McDermott. The director was Jonquil Panting.
I've never spoken publicly on any private matter except to utter the word guilty. Yet I've seen myself on television, heard about me on radio, read in the papers about my personality. I've seen the search engine references to my name multiply and rampage like weeds. My father, as a judge, prized his anonymity. I, too, as a barrister, saw it as my mission to keep my name out of the papers, with the prized exception of the law report in the Times. Ridgeon and Kelly, 1989, is a momentous case for me, marking the first of my 14 appearances in the Times law reports. As you listen to my story, I ask you to think of those 14 appearances. Not my crime, not the sex, not the dog, but my 14 appearances in the Times law reports. Can you do that? No, you can't. That is my complaint. My name is Robert Purcell, and I'm short.
A Short Gentleman by Jon Canter. Episode 2.
In 1989, I am 33. I am no longer young. This gives me a sense of well-being. Most men of my age curse the hair that comes out with their combs. I cheerfully shout, recede. I have not had a girlfriend since Judy Page, 6 years earlier. In Ridgeon and Kelly, I appear for Kelly. Here he comes now, outside the robing room, offering me his remaining left hand to shake.
Nice one. Let me buy you a big fat drink.
Let us leave aside the tastelessness of the big fat drink, given Kelly has lost his friend and his arm on account of his own drunken driving. The jubilant Kelly assumes I care about him, whereas I only care about his case.
What do you say? You've earned it.
I fear I must return to chambers.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Good luck then.
Behind him is a young woman, waiting to speak to me.
Elizabeth Webb.
I wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I really admired your bearing.
Thank you.
I'm with Cheeseman Crick.
Ah. Elizabeth is 10 years younger than me, with long brown hair and a healthy outdoor pallor. There is nothing fashionable about her. I have decided I will marry her, but I say nothing of this to Elizabeth. Do you know Aldborough?
I do. I know Aldborough very well. My parents have a flat there. Do you know the Pilkingtons?
She might as well have asked me.
Do you know that we'll get married?
Love at first sight? No. This is something far more precious, more durable, and above all, more rational. Marriage at first sight. This woman and I will have children. She will cook for me. Afterwards, I will do the washing up. When she finds out she is pregnant with our first child, I will insist she gives up work. She will decorate our house in Highbury. She'll seek out fabrics and furnishings. Hold on, I'll get my wife. The man's here, darling, is what I'll say when the man comes to lay the new carpet. She'll know how to talk to carpet layers. Of all this, I am certain. But as yet, I say nothing of it to Elizabeth. I'm not a fool.
I swear by Almighty God, I swear by Almighty that the evidence I shall give.
I invite Elizabeth to a performance of Britain's Peter Grimes at Covent Garden. Britain lived in Aldborough from 1947 until his death in 1976. I'm not sure why I mention this. You either know it already or don't care. Elizabeth proves to be a delightful companion, bright and appreciative.
Where did you take your law degree?
Durham.
I respect this. Durham is the Oxford of the North. Of course, it proves she isn't my intellectual equal. I am not disappointed. I have known from the first that the intellectual balance is weighted in my favour. At the end of the evening, I offer to share a taxi home.
I can drop you in Clapham.
Oh, that's miles from where you're going.
This is true.
No, I insist. It's my treat. Then I'll take the taxi on to Canterbury.
These are sentences of which I am inordinately proud. There is nothing poetic or seductive about them, but I know that Elizabeth will extract every ounce of their information. It's my treat conveys that I earn more money than she, but my superior wealth is not a problem. I'll take the taxi on says, this free taxi ride is not an exchange. I do not expect you to grant me an overnight stay. You are not a taxi tart. Our taxi takes us past the street-lit railings of a South London park.
I play tennis here. Do you play?
I no more don't play tennis than I don't know the Pilkingtons. Elizabeth invites me for lunch. At the moment, she shares a house with her friend Sophie.
Oh, nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. White or red? I hear you're a barrister. That must be very exciting. Tell us all about it.
Red, please.
Sophie has a boyfriend.
This is Guy.
Hi.
Hello.
You going to a meeting?
Ignore him. I think it's a lovely tie.
Lunch is a meeting of minds.
Yes.
This geniality is designed to draw attention to my opponent's aggression. Guy removes my bottle of wine from the table, ostensibly to make way for the salad bowl.
God, Soph, you're a fabulous cook.
I can forgive him his hostility, but I cannot forgive him his setting aside of my wine. It is a Chateau Auberge Averoux 1985 Pauillac. Everything else on the table is Pierre d'Or.
Then I look down and I realise that I'm stark bollock naked.
Excuse me.
Yeah. What's a guy to do, huh?
I go upstairs to the lavatory. Post-lavatory, I push open the door of Elizabeth's room. On her bedside table is a photograph of Elizabeth as a black and white toddler hugging a dog. Elizabeth is a dog lover, as I knew she would be. Beneath the bedside table, I notice a large brown stain. The next Sunday, the four of us play tennis. Sophie and Guy against Elizabeth and me. The last point is not match point, although it ends the game. I serve. Guy returns. Elizabeth volleys to Sophie.
Shot! Soph!
Sophie, busy flicking her hair, allows the onrushing Guy to hit the ball on her behalf, drawing him into the net. I reason a lob will do the job and send the ball soaring over Guy's head. He races for it, and with his back to the net, manages to return it straight down the line. It is a magnificent shot.
Yes! Yes!
Well played!
Yeah, come on! Woo! Out!
No!
No?
It was in!
It was in!
In!
Robert, I think it was in.
Yes, his shot was in.
Thank you!
My shot was out, though.
What?
My lob. It was out, so I'm afraid your return was redundant.
Your shot was in! It was on the line. I was there. I saw it. So his shot was in, wasn't it?
I'm not...
I mean, how could you see? You're on the other side of the court. You were miles away.
Just a couple of inches, sorry. Ergo, your return was redundant.
Oh, stuff your ergo. Your shot was in.
Let's play the point again.
No! That's the best shot I've played in my life. I won't hit a shot like that again if I live to be 100.
Let's just play the point again.
Yes, let's just play the point again.
No!
Guy?
Oh, sod you! Sod you all!
Guy! Guy, come on! It's only a game!
But it isn't. At lunch, Guy glowers. After lunch, he puts on some music.
Guy, nobody wants your music.
What about Robert? Maybe he likes it.
I don't think so.
Hey, Robert, you into fine young cannibals?
I don't know. This is the first time I've heard them.
Turn it off.
Cool. Time for a toot. Lizzie? Fancy a toot, Robert?
No, thank you.
Leave him alone.
Come on. Stick your nose in the trough.
No, thank you.
Why not? Think a policeman's going to look through the window?
I'd say that was unlikely.
Oh, you think you're so clever, don't you?
Guy.
I'm a barrister too, you know.
Are you?
Advertisers are the barristers of commerce.
In court, there are two opposing barristers. For your comparison to work, every advertisement would need to be countered by a disclaimer. For every poster saying Heineken refreshes the parts other beers cannot reach, there'd need to be a poster saying Heineken doesn't even refresh the parts other beers can reach, let alone the parts they cannot.
Watch this. OK. Did I snort that line? Or did I miss it by a couple of inches? Lizzie?
Sit down, Guy. Robert, you go.
Right. Elizabeth, it's me, Robert.
Why did you say it's me, Robert? I know your voice.
It's me.
Come in, then.
You don't know why I'm crying, do you?
No.
We've been having an affair.
Who has?
Me and Guy.
Oh.
It's been going on for 2 years. I don't know what I'm doing with him. I don't even like him. He says he likes me more than he likes Sophie. So why doesn't he leave her? They're here every weekend. They're in the next room. I can't go to his flat because she's got a key. I know you hate him, but you don't understand him. He makes me feel so alive. He just needs a lot of attention and love. You're not saying anything.
I want you to come for the weekend to my parents' house in Aldborough.
Okay. Guy would never sit here like this.
What would Guy do?
Well, by now he'd have got me into bed. Say something else.
What colour is your carpet?
I order a new carpet for Elizabeth's bedroom from John Lewis.
What colour, sir?
Putty. Elizabeth spends the weekend before her birthday in Aldborough at High Ridge, the house I will inherit and pass on to my children. This is the unspoken understanding between my parents and me. Nothing is more set in stone than an unspoken understanding. It cannot be varied or called into question, both of which require speech. The next morning, the morning of Elizabeth's birthday, I avail myself of a spare key from under her dustbin and supervise the laying of the new carpet. And that evening I wait for Elizabeth to ring to thank me.
Robert?
Yes?
Something's happened. Sophie found Guy's present to me. She opened it. She read the note.
What was the present?
Black underwear. She rang him. He confessed everything. I had to lock myself in my room.
Did it seem different?
What?
Your room?
It's not my room anymore.
What? What about the carpet?
What about the carpet? The carpet's not mine. Sophie told me to pack up and leave. I'm not going to pack up a carpet, am I?
So what's going to happen to your room?
Guy's going to use it for a study. He's moving in. Sophie said either he moved in or she'd never speak to him again.
I don't really see the logic.
Can I come and stay with you?
You're most welcome. It is, as I'd rightly predicted, marriage at first sight. I am contented. After all, I am a barrister marrying a solicitor. Both parties know the elements that go to make a contract of marriage, or, for that matter, any contract. They are offer, acceptance, intention to create legal relations, and consideration. Offer, he says, I love you, will you marry me? Acceptance, she says,
Yes. Oh, my darling, 1,000 times, yes.
In my case, I give Elizabeth a ring for her birthday, without saying a word. Effectively, I leave it to her to ask me if I were asking her to marry me.
Is this an engagement ring?
If you so wish. This allows her to accept the ring purely as a birthday present, if she so wishes. This preempts humiliation and embarrassment on both sides. I can be deemed to have asked her to marry me, if she so wishes. She subsequently claims she'd had to ask herself to marry me. Quite so. I asked her to make herself an offer on my behalf. She accepted it. Let us move on. There are 120 guests in the marquee at Highridge, of whom 13 are knights, of whom 6 are judges, of whom 1 is Lord Whitlock, Lord Chief Justice of England and Wales. Isabel Valerie Patricia Purcell is born on the 21st of June 1991, Max Michael Purcell on the 29th of May 1993. What makes me so right for Elizabeth? I would say that, as opposed to Guy, I am the right husband for her because I'm not interested in women.
Oh. Hold on. Sure. Darling, the man's here.
Remember that? He actually arrives in April 2001.
I'll get my wife.
Why are we here? Why are you having to listen to this? Because Elizabeth told me to open up or die. But when we open up, we don't find contentment, do we? We find trauma, neurosis, guilt, shame, neglect, emptiness. We find childhood secrets long repressed. I refuse to be bullied. I think I was contented.
Darling?
Yes?
The man's here to lay the carpet.
But it isn't a carpet.
It's not really carpet.
Isn't it?
I told you, darling, it's natural flooring.
Natural.
Qua, jute, sisal, seagrass. It's a beautiful house. I love Highgate. John Betjeman lived 2 streets away, didn't he?
At this point, we must admit that the marriage contract is anomalous. It contains no particular conditions, warranties, termination or exemption clauses. It is not necessary here to quantify Elizabeth's efforts and mine in a vain attempt at parity.
I'm sure my wife will make you a cup of tea.
Yes, milk and sugar?
Neither, thanks. Do you have any lemon?
No, I haven't got a lemon. I've got a lime. Will that do?
Yeah.
Super.
It may well be that Elizabeth makes 10 domestic efforts to my 1, I do not know. Who can compare the effort of earning money to purchase our house with the effort of furnishing it, with all its swatches and its sugaring of coffee for artisans?
Lemon tea? Where's his white van? Where's his thermos and his tabloid newspaper? Why is he starting work at 7:30 in the evening?
He's a poet. He needs to walk and meditate during the day. He has to earn a living somehow.
I need to move the piano. We should put these photos somewhere.
Let me help.
That looks like Christchurch Meadow. Were you at Christchurch?
No, Robert was.
I was at Merton.
Not at the same time.
No, probably not.
Lemon Man looks younger than me, but this is because he is so unresolved. I am a barrister. What is he? It depends on the time of day. Even his hair is unresolved. Lemon Man has a ponytail.
OK, that's it. I'm done.
Good.
Thanks for all the lemon tea.
Elizabeth made the tea.
Oh, I should maybe...
She's asleep.
Right. Well, please do say goodnight to your wife, Elizabeth.
I'll certainly say goodnight to my wife, Elizabeth. I always do.
Here, I should give you this.
Oh, is it a poem?
No, it's an invoice. Do you mind my saying something? You have a lot of tension in your shoulders. Yoga could help you with that.
I have spent the evening drafting an opinion on European community tax relief rules for Marks and Spencer. Marks and Spencer is a much-loved institution. It doesn't care about the state of my shoulders. It cares about my opinion, for which it is paying me extremely well. If my opinion is misguided and thereby fails to save the company millions of pounds, do you think the chairman will write to me and say, "Never mind, at least your shoulders were relaxed"?
I'm sorry, I was just saying...
Thank you for all your hard work.
That's okay.
Subsequently, Elizabeth does indeed attend yoga classes on a Wednesday evening and the occasional yoga weekend in Herefordshire. On the 21st of June 2001, Elizabeth and I give a dinner party in our garden. If one could point to a dinner party as if it were a star and say, "Look, that's Robert Purcell's life. See how brightly it shines," this would be the dinner party at which to point.
Isabel, hand round the amused girl.
Yes, Daddy.
Hello, Izzy.
Guests are Alan and Honor Temperley, QC.
You're not going to drop it, are you, Izzy?
Alan Temperley is now in the cabinet.
Go on, drop it.
And His Honour Judge Michael Rodwell and Lady Rodwell.
2 kids, and your wife's still got a fighting figure. How did you get a woman like that? When I met you, you didn't know which end of a girl was up.
I'm not sure that's entirely accurate. There was a girl called Ticky, and...
Go on, I'm fascinated.
There was a woman who worked in the music business. The woman my mother couldn't stand. The woman who made me buy things for my flat. The woman who hoovered naked.
Wow.
I do not say the woman is the same woman. I am a barrister addressing a barrister. Alan can always cross-examine me if he so wishes.
Isabel says she's going to play the cello for us.
Marvellous. Naked hoovering, eh? Was that Judy Page? Great woman. You introduced us at a chambers party.
Did I?
Yeah, don't you remember?
No.
I see her now and then, here and there.
Quiet now. The entertainment is about to begin.
Would you all please turn off any mobiles? Thank you.
Isabel plays with an understanding and technique far beyond her 10 years. I am not merely proud of and glad for Isabel, I am proud of and glad for Bach. For 18 years, the cello suites have not made me think of Bach. They've made me think of Judy Page cleaning my flat naked. This night, when I shut my eyes and listen, I finally hear Bach. It is a glorious night.
Can't keep making 5-course meals for you and your important legal friends.
Our important legal friends.
I'm exhausted.
I understand how tiring it might be to make such a thing.
Do you? Do you really? Duck, pheasant, goat's cheese, and summer pudding.
As any husband will tell you, an argument can race from the particular to the general with terrifying speed. Let us not go in an instant from goat's cheese to what my mother did to me as a child, which made me an angry person.
No more 5-course meals, then.
Good.
From now on, we'll do with 4.
Does that include cheese?
Yes. I'm going to turn the light off now.
It is the morning of April the 11th, 2002. I am waiting for the letter which will tell me if my application to take silk has been successful.
Isabel, do you have any lunch money?
Yes. Oh, there you are.
It is my 3rd application. On each previous occasion, my application has been rejected. This is standard. Alan Temperley applied 4 times before he was successful.
Max, the cheque for Mrs. Bell is in the front pocket of your rucksack.
Robert, you look like you want to be taken for a walk.
Max! Isabel, we're going in 5 minutes! Okay.
The Lord Chancellor's office informs me that my application has been successful. I read and reread the letter. I scan it for a previously unnoticed knot, but there is no knot. I am a QC.
I'm a QC.
Oh, congratulations, you've worked for it. Max! Isabel! Car now! Isabel, don't forget your cello!
No, Mummy.
Isabel, tell your friends the news.
What news?
I'm a QC.
What?
I told you, it's...
Car now!
I spend the evening hoping that Elizabeth will suggest a drinks party in my honour.
Dinner is unnecessary. One can invite more people to a drinks party.
To persuade
What?
females to come close and
Nothing.
admire his plumes, he sings the most complex song he can manage. And he does that...
Elizabeth at home for Robert, or Elizabeth Purcell at home for Robert Purcell, QC.
He can imitate the calls of at least 20...
If we were to have a little drinks party, who do you think should be on the guest list?
Not me.
Of course not. You're the hostess.
How can you be so dense?
The hostess never...
I'm having an affair.
What?
A space in the forest.
I'm having an affair with Anthony.
Anthony?
I've been having an affair with Anthony for the last 9 months.
Oh. Anthony?
Lemon Man. Lemon Man? I'm leaving you for Lemon Man.
I see.
I'm hoping, for the sake of the children, that you will consent to our living apart for 2 years.
I see. After which a couple may proceed with a no-fault divorce.
I want you to understand why I am doing this.
She is making a mistake. She is asking me to understand her reasons for making a mistake.
I'm older. I want different things.
By different things, you mean...
Anthony! I thought if I married you, you'd change, but you haven't. You're exactly the same as you were when I met you.
But that's good, isn't it?
Imagine the contract of marriage is a contract of sale for, say, a tin of baked beans. Imagine that 11 years after the sale, the baked beans are still just as they were when you first held the tin. Imagine you ate those baked beans 3 times a day. The beans always as nutritious and tasty
You're
as...
still remote. You're still incapable of real intimacy. I need intimacy, Robert. I want to be loved. Anthony's kind, and he loves me.
Kind, is he?
I cannot comment on his kindness to Elizabeth. Wherein lies his kindness to me?
I should never have given up work. I think I've got a lot to offer as a counsellor, so that's what I'm going to do.
You can't be sure you'll be elected.
Not that kind! Counselling, relationships, emotions.
Of course. One would far rather spend one's time sticking one's nose into other people's lives than saying yes to Tesco.
We have different values. I wouldn't give a little girl an expensive cello for her birthday a week early just so that she could practice for Lady Rodwell. Is that what my life is about? Making my children perfect for Lady Rodwell?
Lady Rodwell is the wife of a judge and a distinguished barrister in her own right. She is a member of the Law Commission. Every summer she erects a marquee in her garden and stages a Mozart opera. Why would one not want to make one's children perfect for Lady Rodwell?
Don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I'll find a flat to rent nearby, then you two can...
No, we're moving to Herefordshire. Guy and Sophie have offered us the annex in their new farmhouse. You can stay here until the house is sold, and then we can buy 2 separate properties.
I think of our children. Their blazers by the door, the cello by the piano, the football on the lawn. I want their lives to carry on as normal. I do not wish to rage or complain. I will let her conduct this affair in peace until she gets sick of Lemon Man, at which point I will move back in. Open up or die. Those were Elizabeth's words. She implied that if I did open up, I would, in fact, not die. I would walk the streets of England for eternity. Look, the little children would say, there's the opened-up man. How slowly but happily he moves. He has lived for many thousands of years because he shares his feelings. Let us ask him how he is, and spend the day hearing his answer. Forgive me, Elizabeth. Forgive my lapse into sarcasm. You are right, of course. I must reveal myself, to you, to the world. I must continue my confession. And you can all spend as much time as you want listening to the result.
A Short Gentleman was adapted by Robin Brooks and starred Hugh Bonneville as Robert Purcell. Elizabeth was Lindsay Marshall, Guy Adam Billington, Sophie Francine Chamberlain, Anthony Carl Prekop, Isabel Lauren Moat, and Alan Gerard McDermott. The director was Jonquil Panting.
My wife Elizabeth has left me for a part-time poet and carpet layer called Anthony, also known as Lemon Man. At such a moment, a man must be true to himself. My father taught me from the beginning to rise above it, to be detached. Anger only spawns more anger. It spawns crimes of passion, that nauseating French formulation whereby the crime is excused by the passion as if it were less of a crime on account of its motive. Is the victim of a crime of passion less dead than the victim of a yawning hitman who's just doing it to pay the mortgage? Let Elizabeth follow her heart, because her heart will lead her to disaster, which disaster will in turn lead her back to me. When it goes awry with Anthony, as it will, she'll remember me as I am now, a civilised man, a measured man, a man to come home to. A short man, but nonetheless a gentleman.
A Short Gentleman by Jon Canter. Episode 3.
Sophie and Guy have offered to house my wife Elizabeth and her new lover in the annex of their Herefordshire farmhouse. Guy, once Elizabeth's lover himself, is now Green Guy, millionaire owner of Green Guy Organics.
If we make the planet happy, we'll make ourselves happy.
So says the two-timing bastard.
I want to make products that people love, and products that love people.
Guy wants to make yoghurt that loves people. This is madness. I'm a man who puts his name to legal opinions based on the experience of 23 years at the bar. Green Guy Organic Natural Yoghurt suggests a product that Guy has manufactured. Does he milk his own nipples? No. He is saving the planet by buying up small businesses and rebranding them as his own.
I've had my ups and downs with Sophie and Guy, but they're my friends. They want to help.
What about schools?
There are schools in Herefordshire.
What about Isabel's place at St. Paul's School for Girls?
The local state school is really good.
Do Guy and Sophie's children go to the local state school?
No.
Ah.
But they equate the best with the most expensive. I don't share their values. Is will shine at any school, and we know Max isn't academic.
What about tennis? Does the local school have tennis courts?
Guy and Sophie have a court. Max has played Jasper already. Jasper is slightly better, which is good. It'll make him raise his game.
Here is my wife leaving me, but here also is a solicitor leaving a barrister, and I cannot help admiring her at the advocacy level. Her case objectively has no merit. She is taking my children to Herefordshire to disadvantage them while she wastes her own time on a fool. And yet consider the way she exploits the smallest detail. What kind of husband wants to stop his son getting better at tennis?
We're going to live in a place with a tennis court.
Yes. I'll come down and play you.
You don't have to. I can play with Jasper. He's better than me. That will make me praise my game.
But,
Daddy,
Isabel,
does this mean you don't love Eliza Mum anymore?
I feel the same about Eliza Mum as I did when I married her.
That's a bit ambiguous.
I feel like weeping. Isabel, not quite 11, knows what ambiguous means and uses it with confidence. Of how many state school pupils of her age is that the case? 3 estate agents value our house. Barry is engaging and straightforward.
About 900,000.
Cheryl is intelligent and polite.
I'd say about 900,000.
Mona is greed and vulgarity personified.
I'm not interested in selling your house for what it's worth. I'm interested in selling it for more than it's worth. Put it on at 1,350,000. I know in my waters someone out there will snap it up.
I think we should go with Mona.
Mona? Why on earth would you, of all people, want to do business with her? 900,000 is a fair price. We'll find a buyer in days. What's it about, Robert?
I want you to get as much money from the sale as possible.
Me?
I appreciate that Anthony is not materialistic, But one day he might want to set himself up in his own business, and it's in the interests of the children.
I suppose that's true.
Elizabeth can find no flaw in my argument. There is no flaw. The flaw is in my motives. I reason that if we hold out for this overinflated price, we may spend 4 or 5 months not finding a buyer, by which time, I know in my waters, Elizabeth will realise the error of her ways and return. But I am reckoning without Andy and Sonia.
Ah, good morning.
Whoa, it's fantastic. Oh, what do you think, Sonia, babe? It's fantastic, isn't it?
So, this is the hall. It's not a very practical layout, I'm afraid. The drawing room is through there, but it's...
You always know, don't you? As soon as you set eyes on something. Fantastic.
First appearances can be deceptive.
Babe?
Oh, it's lovely high ceilings.
We should buy it, shouldn't we?
Yeah, all right.
How much you asking?
Don't you want to look around? Upstairs, the stairs are a bit...
5 bedrooms, right? How much?
£1,350,000.
OK.
I should warn you, my wife is insisting that we not accept anything less than the asking price.
Done. I'll tell Mona.
You should take your time.
Oh, we don't need time. We'll pay the asking price.
That's subject to survey.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm duty-bound to tell you I'm in dispute with my neighbour.
Oh, what's it about?
The angle of wall built by the previous owners. Oh. She believes they pirated a strip of land at the bottom of her garden.
Oh, we'll give it back to her.
Yeah.
About 30 square feet.
Oh, don't matter. We're nice people. She can have it back.
Yeah.
I don't think you quite understand. She puts excrement through my letterbox.
Well, we'll give her what she wants, and then she'll stop.
Well, I'm not sure I want to live next door to a woman like that.
Oh, babe.
Mm.
It's different excrement every time.
Oh.
What's this about excrement, Mr. Purcell?
I'm so sorry it didn't occur to me to mention it before.
Does your wife know about the excrement? I was just about to call her with the fantastic, brilliant news that Andy and Sonia are going to buy your house for 1.35 mil, subject to survey, and subject to clearing up this business about the excrement. Now, does she know about it? She's never mentioned it. Mr. Purcell, a partner in a broken relationship often tries to block the sale of the marital home. Sometimes they can't face the truth. Sometimes it's pure spite. I know where you're coming from, Mr. Purcell. I've been divorced. Twice.
Are you accusing me of inventing the excrement?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm giving you a choice. Either you can send me an email explaining that the story isn't true, so that I can forward it to Andy and Sonia, or you can bike me round some of these different kinds of excrement. That's wonderful news.
Yes.
At the asking price, just like that. It's amazing.
Yes. I'm going to instruct Geoffrey Moxon-Smith to do the conveyancing.
Geoffrey? He's 80. He's retired, isn't he?
No, he soldiers on, comes up from Aldborough 3 days a week.
Well, I could do it. I am a qualified solicitor.
Geoffrey is one of my father's oldest friends. It's a question of loyalty.
I suppose.
The asking price? Just like that?
Yes.
Goodness.
So, Geoffrey, I wonder if you'd be kind enough to do the conveyancing for us.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty much retired, old chap. We're off round the Med on one of those floating hotels on Saturday.
No rush, just a favour.
What's that?
I'd consider it a great favour. Someone I can trust.
Oh, yes, of course. My pleasure.
Thank you.
We're off round the Med on Saturday. One of those great floating hotels.
Lovely. I spend my first weekend in Hereford having quality time with Isabel and Max. We lunch at the Italian restaurant in Broad Street.
Me and Tony have been building a rope ladder down to the river.
It's not a ladder.
Is?
They've put in these poles about so high and strung the rope between them. You hang onto the rope when you go down to the river.
More like a banister.
Yes.
That's nice, Max. So how old's Tony?
I don't know. He's quite old.
10, 11?
Tony, Dad. Anthony?
Tony is Mum's new partner.
Everything all right?
No.
Sorry?
I mean, it's all lovely, thank you. How's Tony?
It's not always easy for him, living next to a multi-millionaire.
Oh, dear.
Guy's so competitive. Tony can't even play tennis with him.
Oh, dear.
We were talking last night about giving away what you don't need. Even that was competitive. Guy and Sophie are giving away a car. How do you think that makes Tony feel?
Here is overwhelming evidence that her alliance with Lemon Man is doomed. Tennis, riches, competition. This is the world from which Elizabeth comes. She crewed for Pilkington in the previous summer's Aldborough Regatta. They finished second. Pilkington was inconsolable. That is the degree of competitiveness to which Elizabeth is used. It must be difficult for him. Have you found a cello teacher for Isabel yet?
It's summer. Isabel should be outside.
Pizza again? It's so boring.
I do not want my children to get used to their new life. I want to make them hanker after the old. Logically, therefore, I should make my visits boring.
Dad, aren't you supposed to bring us presents?
You only get presents if your parents are divorced.
Are you getting divorced?
He wants presents because we made him give his old Game Boys away. We're giving away what we don't need.
They're going to poor children. So are you getting divorced?
No.
Dad, you've got a message.
What?
Give it here.
Ah, Robert. This is your father speaking. I'm sorry to have to tell you that your mother died of a heart attack at 9:52 this morning.
Oh, Dad. I'm sorry.
Isabel, would you play at the funeral?
I'm not playing anymore.
Why not?
Tony gave Isabel's cello to Africa.
Everything all right?
Oh, Robert. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You should cry more. It's good for you.
Thank you.
I still care about you.
This is glorious. I have no desire to exploit my mother's death. Nevertheless, Tony's mother is alive. My mother is dead. Bad luck, Tony. I do not tell Elizabeth that my tears are not for my mother, that my tears are for my daughter's cello. The Chinese cello I bought her for her 10th birthday at a cost of £1,800, plus an extra £50 to have the black leather case embossed IP for Robert Purcell. The cello which Tony has given to a woman who runs a charity donating musical instruments to African children. I, of course, am meant to feel that this donation is natural and right. What kind of father fails to give his daughter's cello to African children? What kind of devil dad thinks, as I do, how are they going to eat it? There are 17 nights at my mother's funeral, 4 more than at our wedding 12 years earlier. Of the nights at our wedding, 3 have died, but 7 of our wedding guests have since been knighted, leaving us in, as it were, titled prophet. We stand in a line outside the church, my father, myself, and Elizabeth, greeting the mourners as they come out at the end of my mother's funeral service. Elizabeth and I walk to my Audi. I am to drive her to the cremation, which will be followed by drinks and canapes at High Ridge from 6 till 8. We have left the children in the care of Ticky Pilkington, née Moxon-Smith. Will you forgive me if I say that again? The rightness of it gives me so much pleasure. Elizabeth and I walk to my Audi. I am to drive her to the cremation, which will be followed by drinks and canapes at High Ridge from 6 till 8. We have left the children in the care of Ticky Pilkington, née Moxon-Smith. After the drinks, we go back to the Pilkington house to collect the children. Max emerges with the Pilkington boy.
Buying fish and chips for lunch.
Max.
Bye.
Pilkington is sitting in the small front garden reading the Financial Times. Ticky comes running out.
Did they write down the order?
What?
Did they write down the order?
I don't know.
Then run after them and check.
You run after them.
Why should I run after them? You're sitting there reading the paper.
Go on, run after them. I'd lose some weight.
You shit. I hate you.
I work 200 hours a week. I work 200,000 bloody hours a week.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you reading? Ah. We could go to a cello concert. There's bound to be one at some point in Hereford. Or Worcester. Or Gloucester.
Okay.
Ah.
I find a concert a month later at Great Whitley Church near Worcester. Tony drops Isabel off in time for us to enjoy the interior of the church before the concert.
Elizabeth's cooking. Guy and Sophie are coming round for dinner. It isn't every night a multi-millionaire comes for supper. She's coping fantastically, as always.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Isabel.
I'll come in with you, if you don't mind. I'd quite like to see the church.
I fear Tony has been sent so we can get to know each other better.
Late Baroque, the only one of its kind in England. On the ceiling, Descent from the Cross, Ascension, Nativity. Antonio Bellucci, 1654 to 1726.
Did you get that off Google?
It is not like Isabel to check me in this way. Has her state school made her wary of displays of learning? Is she embarrassed because I am older, more scholarly and less exciting than Tony? If so, I am proud to be all three.
Tell us more.
The Foley Monument by Michael Ruysbroek, a sculptor born in Antwerp. It depicts the First Lord Foley, his wife and 5 children.
Typical aristocrat. Patronage is the death of artistic integrity.
He gives the impression that Prince Charles has been pestering him with cheques in the hope of getting poems in the post.
I mean, look at the size of it.
There's something different about Tony. His clothes look surprisingly expensive for a man who is supposedly neither materialistic nor rich. What is more disconcerting than one's enemies changing shape?
I'd better be on my way. I'll pick her up at 9:30, okay?
That's very kind of you. I'm so sorry to disrupt your evening.
No, that's all right. I'm happy to come and get Isabel. She's a great kid.
Thank you.
Come over next time you're down. I'll cook you one of my famous curries.
I would do anything in my power to avoid that.
You're a droll so-and-so, aren't you?
I listen in the grip of self-pity. Like many cellists, Penelope Orchard is greatly influenced by Jacqueline du Pré. She can't match Jacqueline's phenomenal technique. But in texture, colour, flow, glissandi, Penelope Orchard is more than a match for Jacqueline du Pré's hair. It ripples, it flicks, it bounces, it does everything but leave her head. Critics might carp. In the Adagio of Suite No. 1, they might have wished for a little more Adagio from the hair, which at best was allegro and at worst vivace. Is her hair incapable of a slow movement? Why do I seek to belittle her in my thoughts? My mind is a poisoned well. So many forces are arrayed against me. From whence cometh my help?
Dad.
What?
Her cello's just like mine.
Oh, yes.
Where are you going?
I'll be back in a minute.
Near the door, I find what I seek.
Is everything all right? Where did you go?
Where's Tony? It's 25 to. He should be here.
He's sometimes a bit late.
Let's go and talk to the musicians before they go, shall we?
What? Dad?
Before you go, may I say how much my daughter and I enjoyed the concert?
Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you.
You have a splendid tone. It's a wonderful instrument. Chinese, I think.
Oh, that's right. Do you play?
My daughter plays.
Hello.
Hello.
May I ask where you bought it?
Oxford.
Dad?
Oh, I should be going. It's nice to meet you.
Don't go.
I'm sorry, I really must.
There's one more thing I really wanted to ask you.
What?
What shampoo do you use?
Dad?
Do you Use Ron Seal.
That's not a shampoo.
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
Tony, this is Penelope Orchard.
Hi, hope you had a good concert. Sorry I couldn't be here. We had people to dinner.
I really must be going.
And this is her cello. She bought it in Oxford, together with the case, I presume.
Hey, that's my cello case.
How do you mean?
It's got my initials.
The case came with the instrument.
It's my cello.
This is such bad luck.
I bought it from the Oxford music shop. I have a receipt.
I thought you'd given it to Africa.
I shall say nothing of this to Elizabeth, Tony. I shall leave that to you.
This really is none of my business. Good night.
Thank you anyway. Please allow me to apologise for asking about your shampoo.
Was it coincidence? Was that why we, Tony, Penelope Orchard, her cello, Isabel and I, found ourselves in Great Wickley Church together? Coincidence, according to the concise Oxford Dictionary, is the notable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. 5th edition, 1964. Doubtless the definition has since changed. No 21st century dictionary compiler would use an elitist word like connexion. The current definition probably runs coincidence, thing that makes you go, wow, amazing. But in this case, there was an apparent causal connection. I know. I supplied it. I caused Penelope Orchard to be there at the perfect time. I caused this by my actions and my attitudes and my values, by my dogged faith in the rightness of my marriage, by my 9 breakfasts at the Ace Guest House in Hereford.
Tony shared the cooking. He picked up the children when I was at college, doing my counselling course about which you've asked me nothing. He made a rope banister with Max down to...
I know. Max told me.
It was very difficult for him. He was very grateful for Guy and Sophie's generosity, but he could never reciprocate.
Dear me.
I thought I knew him. But you're all unknowable, aren't you?
Us all?
Men.
Elizabeth, I don't think you can compare me with Tony.
I suppose not. He's more of a risk-taker.
An adulterous cello-stealing risk-taker.
You know what your problem is? You've never learned to express yourself emotionally or sexually. I think you should have therapy. Then you could learn to do something about it.
I could do some of the shopping.
Tony and I are no longer together. But I'm not coming back, Robert. Do you understand?
I understand. She just needs a break. Then she will come back and everything will be as it was. I ring Geoffrey Moxon-Smith and tell him that we are taking the house off the market. 2 days later, a bag of horse manure is placed overnight on my doorstep along with a packet of envelopes. Attached to it is a note.
Dear Mr. Purcell, sorry about this. Didn't have the time to stick the excrement in the envelopes and shove 'em through your letterbox. Up yours, Andy and Sonia.
My widowed father is not alone. There are many old widowers in Aldborough, as well as old widows, old spinsters, and old bachelors. Aldborough is one of the last places in England where an old bachelor can walk down the street without being outed. In fact, he would be inned. His private life, forcibly revealed elsewhere, would, in Aldborough, be returned to him for safekeeping. My father has injured his thumb while playing bridge, so I am walking his Airedale Terrier Buster down Aldborough High Street with the sense that my privacy is inviolable. All I say to Ticky Pilkington is, "Morning."
Robert, hi.
But Ticky has no compunction. She breaches my privacy.
I'm really sorry about you and Elizabeth.
How are you? And then she breaches her own privacy.
I should have held on to you. I was young and thin and gorgeous once, do you remember?
How's the family?
You're reliable. I've had enough excitement to last a lifetime. He hates me now. That's why I eat all the time. I'm really sorry about you and Elizabeth, but you tell me Tony's very good with the kids. That's some comfort, isn't it? What's the date? Where are we?
23rd. We're in Aldborough High Street.
He's got no respect for me or himself or anything. Did you know through a phone? He yanked the phone out of the wall in his office and threw it down the stairwell. 14 floors. He should have himself seen to. I'm leaving him. Why don't you take me out to dinner? Are you worried I'll drink too much? Or eat too much?
I'm not worried. This is true, but does not amount to an invitation. I have already taken Ticky out to dinner 25 years ago. There is no need to take her out to dinner again. Outside the Cross Keys, Pilkington is sitting on his own. I have never seen him on his own except when driving a sports car. Even then he gave the impression of having an invisible blonde by his side.
Did you hear? Ticky's throwing me out. We're both in the same boat, mate.
I think not. I left of my own accord. I'll return when Elizabeth's ready.
She'll never be ready. Markets and women. Two things you can't control. Believe me, I've tried. Why have I got so much anger?
This is an abject non sequitur. Not merely is it unconnected to what he's just said, it is unconnected to his entire previous life. It is embarrassing, and it has to be stopped.
Will you be in Aldborough for the regatta?
Oh, I don't know. How's your dad? And Buster?
Both bearing up well, thank you.
But Buster is not bearing up. Buster is dying. And my father must look for, his words not mine, his last dog. He will choose a basset hound, Edward, on account of its aristocratic demeanour and gift for companionship. But even a basset hound will need more exercise than my father can well supply, and how can I know that this simple requirement will bring the fatal catastrophe upon us? One is the master of what one doesn't say, and the slave of what one does. This remark is attributed to General Franco. Some listeners may assume that if I quote General Franco, I therefore support dictators. That only goes to prove the truth of his remark. Here is another saying. Not every crime is committed by a criminal. This is not another of Franco's. I said it, shortly after I committed my crime. Yes, we are at last coming to the night of my crime. I must speak of it, even though I'm overwhelmed by reluctance, distaste, and fear. Innocently, all unknowing, we must welcome Edward, basset hound of doom.
A Short Gentleman was adapted by Robin Brooks and starred Hugh Bonneville as Robert Purcell. Elizabeth was Lindsay Marshall, Max Ted Allpress, Isabel Lauren Moat, Andy Adam Billington, Sonia Adjua Ando, Geoffrey Paul Moriarty, Father James Hayes, Anthony Carl Prekop, Ticky Katherine Jakeways, and Pilkington Ewan Bailey. The director was Jonquil Panting.
Everyone wants me to speak out. Everyone agrees. My daughter, my colleagues, my cellmates at Hoseley Bay Prison. Get it all out, they say. It's better out than in. My wife believes I must reveal myself for my own benefit. Open up or die. Those were her exact words. All reported speech in my confession is verbatim. I recall precisely what was said in my presence. Or rather, I recall what matters. The retention of everything said in my presence would constitute a mental illness. Doubtless they'd call it Purcell's disease. There'd be a documentary. I'd visit 10 Tesco's and repeat every word I heard within their walls. A sombre narrator would lend the words 10 Tesco's a bogus gravitas. Jeremy Irons. Sir Jeremy Irons? Does he have a knighthood yet? If not, he can have mine, which I fear is no longer forthcoming. I shall not now be a knight. I was, a barrister. I am.
A Short Gentleman by Jon Canter, Episode 4.
My wife, Elizabeth, has broken up with her boyfriend, and he has not been replaced. I have only to wait, and she will come back to me, I am sure, and everything will be as it was. I know exactly what I'll say to her when the moment is right. Let the dramas be over. Then I receive a call from Geoffrey Moxon-Smith.
Have you seen your father lately?
No. Is he ill? Is he unhappy?
No, he's happy. He's very happy. He's too happy.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just a word to the wise.
I will always regret that I don't get into my car then and there. Very late on Saturday night, I have a phone call from Leiston Police Station.
Your father has been involved in an accident.
Oh.
A collision with another vehicle between Snape and Aldborough.
How is he?
Can you go to Ipswich Hospital?
How is he?
Can you go to the hospital, Mr. Purcell?
I appreciate that you do not want to inform me of my father's exact condition over the phone, but would I be right in thinking that my father is no longer alive? I understand that this officer is following verbal guidelines. It is possible that our conversation is being recorded for training purposes. But I have no training purposes. I have already been trained by our finest institutions, Winchester, Oxford, and the Bar. Please listen to me carefully. If my father is dead, say, the Queen.
The Queen, sir.
I see my dead father in the hospital. Then I go back to Highridge. But it feels wrong. Someone is missing. My father's dog. Where is Edward?
Come on. Were you worried? I've been looking after him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your father was a wonderful man.
Judy? Judy Page? Hello?
Robert, it's Elizabeth. I'm so sorry.
Ah.
I'll come down straight away. I can come and help with the funeral. Are you on your own?
No, I've got people with me.
Who?
Geoffrey Moxon-Smith and Judy Page.
Judy?
Judy Page.
Your old girlfriend?
Yes.
Well, what's she doing there?
I have to go now. I'll call you later.
He was a wonderful man. I'm
Goodbye,
so
then.
Sorry.
How can I explain the presence of Judy Page in Aldborough? I cannot explain it.
Oh, your father. He was so kind to me. I'd never have come to Aldborough without him. He helped me set up the dog walking service.
Dog walking service?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
It was Alan's idea.
Alan?
Alan Temperley. You know Alan has a house in the Dordogne? Well, we were neighbours for some years, as it happened, and me and my daughter Alana.
Alana?
And Alan was so helpful. He helped me start up. Alan was ever so kind, so generous. Your father was just the same. Oh, your poor dear father. It's all my fault.
Is Judy trying a double bluff?
I said I'd pop in before I went to bed to make him a nightcap.
She makes nightcap sound more intricate than a drink. She makes it sound as though she were going to knit him a cap to wear in the night, like a woman in a painting called The Nightcap Maker by Vermeer. What time?
Oh, sorry?
What time did you say you'd pop in?
Oh, 10:30.
The concert finished at 10. It's only a 10-minute drive.
Well, I waited here till 11. Then I thought I'd better take the dog back to my cottage. I'll take him now, shall I? We've become such good friends, haven't we, Edward? Haven't we?
As Judy goes out, Geoffrey comes in.
Hello, Geoffrey.
Hello, Judy. Oh, Robert. I was playing bridge with him only yesterday morning. I offered to drive him to the concert, you know, but he said he'd take the Volvo, safe as houses.
So why was he trying to overtake?
After the concert, we all went for a drink, but your father said he was in a rush to get home. He has a key, you know.
Yes. Geoffrey, did my father change his will in the last few weeks?
Oh, no, I can't possibly disclose the terms of the will until all the executors have been informed.
Did he change his will in Judy Page's favour?
I can't possibly say, Robert. You know I can't possibly.
If he changed his will in her favour, just say, the Queen.
Sorry. I forgot poor Edward's lead. Oh, there it is. Sorry. That's a good boy. Come on. You've got your lead now.
Would you like some coffee, Geoffrey?
The Queen.
My wife, Elizabeth, sits with me during the funeral. She looks radiant. Why? I glance over my shoulder. Ticky Pilkington, oozing unhappiness, is sitting with her children. Her estranged husband, Pilkington, is alone on the other side of the aisle. Elizabeth has been on holiday with both of them, and that excruciating experience has doubtless made her think fondly of what we had, our ability to rub along together. My parental funeral guarantees me several hours in Elizabeth's presence. Soon I will have run out of such funerals, so I must seize the day. Today, I must say, let the dramas be over. At the reception, Pilkington hugs me.
Robert!
Yes.
Robert!
Yes.
Is there somewhere we can talk?
The den.
I've been seeing a psychotherapist.
Ah.
He's a genius. I go 4 times a week. Ian Eiton. Here's his card.
Thank you.
I want you to be all right. Any prejudices you have against psychotherapy, he'll put paid to.
I have no prejudices, only reasoned objections.
Don't be like that.
How do you find the time to see him 4 times a week?
I've retired. I've made enough money. Life isn't about money, is it? Your father wasn't about money, was he?
Will you excuse me?
Of course, I understand, Robert.
What?
I understand your anger.
I'm not angry.
This isn't a holiday romance. I'm serious about Elizabeth. I want you to know that she's precious to me. I'm going to take care of her and your children. They're our children now, all of us. That's what's so great about Ian. He gives you the tools, you know. I think your father just found love.
My father was married to my mother for 50 years.
Yeah, but she was a bit of a cold fish, wasn't she? And then he found this gorgeous woman who needed his help, and he loved her. He was rushing home to see her when he crashed. I think that's beautiful.
She's a gold digger.
I'm sorry it all had to come out today. Elizabeth wanted to wait. We'll tell the kids when the time is right.
Will you please excuse me?
Of course. I understand.
Stop understanding and just leave.
Yes, of course. I totally... Just call me. Any time. We'll talk. We'll go out and have a beer. I mean, we don't have to have a beer.
Actually, I've changed my mind. Would you mind staying here?
No,
Thank you.
To leave Pilkington trapped inside the den is a small but exquisite victory, for Pilkington has no idea how long he is meant to stay there. What is more painful than an indeterminate sentence?
Dad, can we still come here now Grandpa's dead?
Of course.
High Ridge belongs to our family, doesn't it? It's an heirloom.
Yes, it's our house. One day it will be yours.
But I should take the children now. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Pilkington told me about you and him.
Do you think you could call him Chris?
Of course. I wish you and Chris every happiness. When the guests have gone, I sit and stare at the empty fireplace, surrounded by my heirloom.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't know you were here. Everyone thought it went very well.
What is Judy Page doing in High Ridge when the invitation is from 6 to 8 and it is 5:20 to 9?
I put the caterer's invoice on the kitchen table.
Thank you. How does she make these minor services sound so crucial? If she hadn't been there, would they have buried their invoice in the garden?
Can I get you a drink?
Yes. I'll have a small brandy. Thank you.
Judy Page stands with her back to the fireplace, her elbows leaning on the mantelpiece.
Do you like this rug? I took your father to Norwich and we bought it together. It's from Uzbekistan. Cost less than 600, you know. That's a fantastic price for a rug this big.
Oh.
Do you like it?
No.
Oh. What don't you like about it?
It's new.
That's what your father liked about it. It cheered him up.
Did it?
You and I bought a rug together, do you remember?
May I ask what you're doing here?
You're not helping, you know. We've all got to live together.
There is absolutely no reason why we've all got to live together. I suggest we live as far apart as possible, and you no longer need to walk the dog. I will look after Edward now.
Well, you'll have to clean his ears. There's some stuff from the chemist. They'll tell you what it is. Just mention my name.
I will not mention your name at the chemist. I've been going to that chemist since I was 4. I will mention my own name, thank you. I'd like you to leave.
Certainly. You enjoy it while you can.
What does that mean?
It means he was a great man and he loved me. That's why he left me his house.
He did not leave you his house.
Ask Geoffrey if you don't believe me. He changed his will a week ago and he left me the house.
If he did that, I shall contest it. He was clearly of unsound mind.
Oh, really? Ask Pidge Holt. Ask the Thodays. He played bridge with them on the day he died. Ask them if he knew his clubs from his diamonds. Ask them if he could count his tricks. The Thodays witnessed the codicil. Right then. I'll get your dog.
5 minutes later, when she returns, I have drawn the curtains and put on Britain's Sea interludes, very loud. I keep playing it until she goes away. I remove all the bottles from my mother's drinks cabinet and pour them onto Judy Page's new rug. 1 quarter bottle of cherry brandy has a price sticker, £1, 19 shillings and sixpence, which predates the United Kingdom's conversion to decimal currency on the 15th of February 1971. It is important to understand that I am responsible for what happens next. I, of sound bridge-playing mind, do what I do in the knowledge that a great wrong has been done to me and my family. I have waited all my life to inherit High Ridge. I have promised to leave it to my daughter. High Ridge is my life and my afterlife. What right does Judy Page have to them?
I say, your house is on fire.
Yes, I set fire to it. Would you be kind enough to ring the fire brigade? I really ought to go to the police station.
Righto.
No rush.
So, to be clear, you burnt down a house and then you drove here to report it?
So that you will be able to charge me with arson, contrary to sections 1 para 1 and 1 para 3 of the Criminal Damage Act 1971, as without lawful excuse I damaged or destroyed by fire a dwelling house belonging to Sir Michael Purcell, deceased.
Purcell?
My father, intending to destroy or damage such property, or being reckless as to whether such property would be destroyed or damaged.
You burnt down your father's house?
And so that you may require me to appear at Ipswich Magistrates Court on...
First thing Monday morning, I should think.
Thank you, officer. May I shake your hand?
Well, that won't help you, sir.
I don't wish to be helped. I just wish to shake hands with an officer who does his duty.
Well, you got a solicitor? Not that you seem to...
Geoffrey Moxon-Smith.
He's retired, isn't he?
Oh, no.
Basket, Moppy. Basket. Really, Mops. What would Judy say? That's better. Now, you sit down, young Robert. I've got a rather good bottle of malt whisky here somewhere. I keep it for special occasions. Do you want to tell me why you did it?
Judy Page got him to leave it to her in his will.
No.
Yes. She wanted the house, and she thought she'd got it. But I didn't want her to have it, and now she hasn't got it.
No.
Yes.
No, you've got it wrong. He didn't leave her his house.
You changed the will?
Yes.
And the Thodays witnessed the codicil?
Yes. He left her £5,000.
She told me he'd left her the house.
He wanted to leave her the house. I persuaded him not to.
You persuaded him not to?
Your father thought he was in love. An 84-year-old man in love. Madness. I knew that, and so I dissuaded him from leaving her the house. Judy Page didn't love your father.
No.
No. You see, Judy likes me. Doesn't she, Moppy?
On Monday morning, I indicate a plea of guilty at Ipswich Magistrates' Court. Then I have some calls to make.
Hello?
Hello? Who is this?
Robert? Is that you? It's Chris.
Chris?
Pilkington. It's Pilkington.
May I speak with my wife?
Sure. Hang on.
Robert.
I burnt down my father's house.
Yes, I heard. Why?
To stop it falling into the wrong hands.
Is this about that woman?
May I speak with Isabel?
Hang on. Hi, Dad?
Isabel.
Will you go to prison?
It's possible. Will you come and visit me in prison? I visited you in Hereford.
Of course I will.
Where's Max?
At school.
Oh, yes.
It's break time. You might get him.
And so I felt I had to burn it down, Max. Do you understand?
Sort of. I'll have to tell Zach. Zach will say you're nuts.
You can tell Zach I'm perfectly sane.
Burning stuff's nuts.
It is a crime. But sometimes a crime can be committed for the right reasons.
Thanks for getting me out of dinner. It's fish.
I hire a firm to clear the rubble at High Ridge. In what was once the kitchen, they find the charred corpse of Edward the Basset Hound. Judy Page must have opened the back door and left him there while I was listening to Britain's sea interludes. I decide to brief Alan Temperley to represent me.
Robert! How are you, you daft bugger? Come into the torture chamber.
It is curious to visit his chambers as a client.
Right, let's go. You're pleading guilty?
Yes.
A fabulous start. Nothing beats a plea. Judge always grateful when a chap puts his paws up. So, okay, let's start with the bad points. Firstly, it wasn't a reckless act. It wasn't a drunk man smoking in bed act.
No, it was deliberate and premeditated.
Secondly, there's the dog.
I didn't know the dog was there.
No, but then again, you didn't check the house for doglessness, as what you might call a Boy Scout arsonist would have done.
No, I am not a Boy Scout arsonist.
Now, good points. Is there not a case for saying that your father's death was a terrible blow that shook you to the very core of your being? One that made you so stricken with grief that you could not control the outpourings of your sorrow?
There may be, but it is certainly not the kind of thing I would say.
Your wife has left you for another man, your ex-girlfriend to seduce your father, who has changed his will in her favour?
Yes, but...
The balance of your mind was disturbed?
No. My mind was perfectly balanced.
Stay calm.
I did what any reasonable man would have done.
Come on, be sensible. A reasonable man doesn't burn down a house.
Yes, he does. I burnt down a house.
Listen, we all want what's best for you. The judge will order a psychiatric report.
We don't need any psychiatric reports.
Robert, I'm trying to keep you out of prison. You went doolally, man. You set fire to your father's house. You're an arsonist. Don't you know what that means? It means you're either a teenager or nuts. That's the law. Just admit that your mind was disturbed, and he won't lock you up. Probably.
I admit no such thing.
Do you want to go to prison?
I dispense with the services of Alan Temperley. I represent myself. Elizabeth is in the gallery all the way through the proceedings. Judy Page comes in late, dressed in black, wearing black sunglasses, exuding a kind of glamorous grief, which I shall call gleef. In gleef, one draws attention to oneself, while appearing to repel it.
Mr. Purcell, you are a man who has dedicated his life to the legal profession. It is nothing short of a tragedy that a person of your distinguished provenance has destroyed years of scholarship and attainment with one egregious act. I am mindful of the fact that this is a first offence. And I am also mindful that a dog was burnt to death on account of your criminal activities. Mr. Purcell, before I pass sentence, do you have anything you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honour. Thank you, Your Honour. I did what I believed to be right, for honourable and decent reasons which I shall keep to myself. I am responsible for my actions. Let us leave it at that. I am simply a man out of his time, the last Englishman to have a happy childhood, the last to want strangers to be strange, the last to believe a contract of marriage is a contract. Your Honour, I've done wrong, and therefore I deserve to go to prison. I see no purpose in ordering a psychiatric report. I am a man of the law. Let me be judged by the law. Let me be punished by the law. I recommend a sentence of 2 years' imprisonment.
Silence! Silence in court! I would remind you, Mr. Purcell, that I am trying this case and not you. It is most unwise of you to recommend to me the sentence I should impose. I sentence you to 3 years' imprisonment.
He should have given me 2 years, as I requested, but he is driven by professional jealousy to give a sentence of his own. I serve out my term as a Category D prisoner in Hoseley Bay. My case is taken up by the Daily Telegraph.
How refreshing to find a defendant who, having committed a crime, reports it, pleads guilty, and wishes to be punished for what he's done. We salute him for his bravery and high moral standards.
Unfortunately, I am the only prisoner in Hoseley Bay who orders the Telegraph.
Oi! Oi, Mal, look at this!
What? You little tinker-robber, you never said.
Never said what?
Show 'em then.
Show me what?
There she is, on pages 7, 8 and 9, gleaving.
Hot dog house of horror. Son's ex-mistress. The son she loved. The father she loved. Look at that. I used to hoover for him naked. Woohoo! Did she?
She hoovered for herself. I just happened to be there.
Great arse.
Well, that can't possibly be her. That person is using a Dyson. Dyson didn't start manufacturing vacuum cleaners until 1993.
Forget dog banner. We're going to call you Lucky Dwarf.
I had hoped that they would call me the Prof, but Lucky Dwarf soon gave way to the perfectly acceptable Lucky. I shall say no more of prison, except that after this article was published I received over 400 letters from dog lovers. I did not reply to such abuse. These were not dog lovers, but people haters, low in intelligence and ignorant of the truth. I wouldn't entrust a dog to any of them. I live in a flat not far from Elizabeth and Pilkington and my children.
What you got there, Robert?
I work 6 days a week at the Cancer Care charity shop on the Essex Road.
A doll's house.
Oh, quick! Get it off him, Shona, before he burns it down.
I apply the same rigour to the job as I did to my work at the bar. I haven't changed any more than Pilkington. Pilkington has helped Max get a job in a bank, and he is doing well. Isabel, I am delighted to tell you, has just achieved a first-class honours in Part 1 of her psychology degree at University College London. I avoid the environ of the law courts and all Marks and Spencer food halls and Aldborough. On Friday nights, I attend the pub quiz at the Black Cow with Shona and Les. Last week, we arrived at a nail-biting tiebreaker.
Who won the FA Cup in 1978?
Oh, bloody hell, football. They know it's our weakness.
On the contrary, I have been studying the Football Association yearbooks.
And?
I have memorised the contents.
So?
Ipswich Town.
Sure?
Sure.
Ipswich Town!
It was!
I have never felt so happy in my life. Perhaps I am stunted, but I am a man of superior intelligence whose thoughts will always keep him happy. I am a short gentleman.
A Short Gentleman was adapted by Robin Brooks and starred Hugh Bonneville as Robert Purcell. Geoffrey was Paul Moriarty, Father James Hayes, Elizabeth Lindsay Marshall, Judy Page Tracy Wiles, Pilkington Ewan Bailey, the Sergeant Carl Prekop, Isabel Lauren Moat, Max Ted Allpress, and Alan Gerard McDermott. The director was Jonquil Panting.